They see the weight, they see the strain, they see the muscle, but not the pain. They think it's easy, just lifting steel, but they don't know the.
Hello guys, welcome to the Beast Body Team video podcast once again. This is the episode 3. As I promised you guys for the show of Road to Olympia, and I'm honored to have these two guests with me today. One is my coach himself, my mentor, the guy who actually put me on the stage for the first time in men's physique with UKBFF. That's Omar Ahmed. And another one is the big black Ghana man, as known on Instagram, Jefferey. Guys, welcome on this show.
Thank you for having us.
So obviously this show is all about yourself and obviously even Jefferey. Now let's just talk about basically, it's just about your journey, what got you into this and what made you go on for even a pro card and how did you even get on achieving it?
Right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. It's an honor to be here.
Pleasure is all mine.
Right. So what got me into bodybuilding? Well, when I first started training, I just trained to just put on some weight.
Yeah.
I was struggling to put on some weight. So I was naturally skinny.
I remember, just sorry to interrupt. I remember, just 2 days ago, I was going through our picture, our first pick backstage. And this was somewhere, I think, 2017. And I think September before the finals. And I still have that picture of you. And because you just said skinny, so how you started, I still remember. I'm going to show the audience that picture too.
2017, I think I added a little bit of muscle then.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, 15 years back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was super skinny.
Yeah.
And I tried everything, just, eating junk because, we have this theory, just eat as much as you can, just put on some weight. I didn't care whether it was good weight or bad weight. I just wanted to put some weight on because I had so much insecurities in terms of wearing like shorts or T-shirts and so on.
Really?
Yeah, because I was wearing, I think, 2 shirts and a jumper and so on, growing up because of the insecurity I had.
That's all of us, right?
Yeah, I think it was a thing back then.
Yeah.
We were all wearing 2 jeans and.
No ways.
Yeah, I think back in the days, everyone was doing it, didn't it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, trousers and jeans on top, and etc.
Yeah.
But, so I got into the gym because a friend of mine, his name is Nabil.
Yes, I know.
You know him.
Yeah.
So we grew up together pretty much. So
we know him by the name, what? Lightweight. Yeah.
Lightweight?
Yes.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
So he's the first person that actually got me to the gym.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he was the first person. I saw him on the street and he was naturally skinny like me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've known him before I started the gym.
Yeah.
He goes to me, Omar, let's go to the gym. I'm like, why do you want to go to the gym and pay and to be in pain? That's the theory I had. I want to be in pain. And then I got to pay to be in pain.
Yeah.
He goes to me, no. But then when I saw his physique, he wasn't like big.
Yeah.
But he just added a little bit more weight than why I remembered him.
I remember he used to have a big chest.
Yeah.
He used to love chest training. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. But if he can put on weight being in the gym, then maybe I'll go to the gym and maybe I'll put some weight to training.
Mm.
So when I went, I met other guys like Munir and some other.
What was your first gym?
Brothers. Olympia Fitness.
The first one.
First and only.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm still there. That's my first gym that I entered, and I'm still there, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a culture that gym. There's something about that gym.
We've always been there, right? We haven't left that gym. No matter where we go, we always.
You're still there as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think most of the boys are just there. It's a culture. We have our own community.
Yeah.
And no matter what happens, we're always there.
100%.
So went in there. A few weeks in, I was like, start feeling good. Start seeing some sort of results. That motivated me. I was like, okay, to keep going, what do I need to do to add more muscle? Then I start researching a lot, start learning a lot. And then, you always imitate the biggest guy in the gym.
Who was the biggest guy that time?
At the time, it was Michael.
Kalish, yes.
So,
yeah.
And Mindy's was there as well.
Oh, Mindy's, yes.
So you just imitate them, just watch them and see what they're doing. I was like, okay, maybe I'll try that. And then eventually, if you have the courage, you approach them and ask them for help.
How do you feel now? Like when you used to look at these guys, they were so big. And now when I look at you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're almost the same guy or even better than them, obviously, who's gone more further, taken ahead, got your pro card, now going on Olympia stage. How do you feel like when you see yourself like that, how you used to be, and now you're better than everyone?
I don't know. I don't see myself as like big.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Really?
I think it's a human nature. You always want more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in terms of achievements,
Mm.
yeah, in the bodybuilding, where I was probably one of the very few pro.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just me and Ryan Baptiste.
Ryan, yes.
Yeah,
Ryan
our
Baptiste.
pros in our gym,
Mm-hmm.
and Ryan Baptiste has been to Olympia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has in the
Okay.
past. But so to go that far to get a pro card to go to Olympia, I think it's definitely an honor. This is something I dreamed of achieving.
Because I've seen you. I think you've been to Romania,
Yeah,
Spain, everywhere, all sorts of pro card.
Yeah, I think when I get into the zone,
Yeah,
it's like I don't know when to stop.
Mm.
So I'll jump from one show to another on a weekly basis until I achieve what I want to achieve.
Mm.
So
And when did you get your pro card?
2019. So just before COVID hit. So I got my pro card then. It's funny. Me and Mil Walker was going from one show to another together.
Yes, I've seen your stories.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah.
Eventually, he had a pro card, so we used to compete each other on stage as well,
Mm-hmm.
because we used to be in the same class because we were the same height.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
at times we were in different classes,
Mm-hmm.
but we used to go to head. But he achieved his pro card first.
Yes, I've seen that. Yes,
Yeah,
he's got some crazy physique.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good. Yeah.
Thick back,
Mm.
good abs as well, bulky abs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually I achieved my pro card, and now we compete with each other at pro levels.
I've seen you guys backstage. You, Jeffery, and then
Yeah.
Emil Walker. All three of you as a trio.
Yeah, Jeffrey came into the team after I achieved my pro card.
Okay.
So Jeffrey was a new pro because he got his pro card. I can't remember. I mean, he'll tell you when he gets here.
Mm.
I think maybe 20. I remember during COVID, the three of us were traveling together with masks.
Mm-hmm.
On going to at the airport and etc. He must have got his pro card in 2020. I think straight after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
That's when he joined the team. Then there was three of us traveling, going places. And Jeffrey's another one who's got.
Oh, he's got a massive back. He's crazy.
They call it the
Yeah.
cobra back.
Yeah, cobra back. Yeah?
Cobra back. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Because there's so much details in there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a snake, It's like a cobra.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jeffrey's is a big guy. He's a really big guy.
So all you three are going to be on the same stage this year?
In Olympia, yes.
Wow.
And there's another guy called Tall Yemi.
Oh yes, I've heard about him. Yes.
Yeah, so he's got phenomenal physique as well. So he's like me. He struggled to get his pro card because he took us, me and Yemi took us quite a bit to get our pro card. We had to do a lot of shows. We had to work really, really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But Yemi's another one. The moment he got his pro card, at pro level, he just excelled.
Wow.
So can we call it a late bloomer like myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because it took me a while to get where I needed to get as well.
Oh yes, I've
But
seen
then
that.
once I got to the pro level and once I worked on my weaknesses, then this is like my peak moment where I'm actually excelling, and I'm getting the result of the hard work that I've done previously.
How many years did it take for you
to get my pro card?
Since you started competing?
Since I started competing, I don't remember.
14 or 15?
Oh, 2014, 2015.
Something like that, right?
It was, I reckon, like 4 years.
4 years, yeah?
Yeah, before I got my
Really?
pro card, yeah.
Okay. Oh, before your pro card,
Yeah.
you mean before 2019? So I think,
Yeah, before
about
2019.
15, 14, yeah, that's
yeah,
when
probably.
Because I remember the first time, the picture that I had seen when you competed for the first time.
That was,
And when
what
Kalish
was
that was, I think, 2015.
okay.
Yeah,
Was that in Hayes Beck Theatre?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was my first year of competing.
Because
Definitely.
I've compared all your pictures since then,
Till,
and then all the shows that you've done, and then one show that we did together,
yeah.
which I lost. I remember you won that show, but you were just doing it for fun.
Yes,
Yes.
I remember that day. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I think that show was the shortest show. I prepped 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It
I
was
just,
for fun that you
yeah,
were
for
just
me, it was just
jumping
for
in there.
fun.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. And you still won that show.
I still
That
won
was for
it
the UK BFF.
because I
remember.
was going for a show because Two Bros were pretty new then,
Yes.
and I was going for the
remember.
Two Bros show.
Yes.
And it was their first ever show. It was in Coventry, I think it was. The Coventry.
I
or
think
Oxford?
so.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was in
sure.
Coventry
I'm not
or
sure.
Oxford.
I didn't come for that show to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it. No.
So then I went and I won. And then there's a funny story behind it because at the time we were all competing with UKBFF,
Yes. Yeah.
and they were like the biggest federation at the time,
Uh-huh.
and we Two Bros was like a new thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they were the only federation now Two Bros to give away pro card,
Oh yes.
and we were
yes.
chasing for pro cards,
Of course, yes.
and UKBFF at that point will switch to
Pro elite, I think. Yeah.
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 and that wasn't something I was interested in.
Yes,
I was gonna
yes.
go for the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we competed in Two Bros, me and Salcio. Remember Salcio in
Oh
Algeria?
yes, yes, I do remember.
So we went to Two Bros. We competed in Coventry.
Yeah.
I won that show, my class. Went to overall and just missed out on the pro card. But then a week later, we're like, okay, forget it. Let's just go to the UKBFF in Nottingham. There was a final, so I've already qualified for it. Let's just go compete there.
Yeah.
And even if I achieve a pro elite, at least it's something until I get the real pro card.
Yes.
So when we go for the registration the day before the show,
Yeah.
The UKBFF judges already had a list of people compete a week before for Two Bros.
Oh, okay.
So even though we made the journey to go to Nottingham, which is like 4 or 5 hours drive,
Yeah.
we booked the hotels and made all the arrangements. When we got there, they told us you're not allowed to compete. And we're like, why? They're like, oh, because you've competed with a different federation.
Ah, okay.
That means you can't compete with us. You're literally banned, basically.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
So is that just because you've competed in different organizations?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
obviously, and at the time they were like they had a lot of powers. I mean, now things changed. Now it's like you can compete with any federation that you want, but back then it's almost like blackmail or bullying someone.
Okay.
It's almost like you gotta stick to one federation. And at the time, I didn't really understand this because we don't have a contract with you guys. You're not paying us money.
Yeah.
Furthermore, we're the one who paying you to compete.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be locked to one federation only. We should be freely to be able to go to the
compete anywhere you want to, of course. Yeah.
But it was it is what it is. But now the rules have to.
I'm glad it's changed now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you
should be free to compete anywhere you want
now
to.
Now they don't really care.
Mm.
UKBFF now allows you to compete with them or BPA or Two Bros or PCA. No one really cares anymore because there's so many federations now in the UK.
You ever competed for PCA? No.
No, I think at the time when I was an amateur, I was just chasing after my pro card. So I was just competing with the federation that was actually giving a pro card.
That's amazing though. Look,
that's
look
the only thing I was looking
you
for.
Received it, in the end.
Eventually, worked for it, received it, did a lot of shows, traveled a lot.
Yes, I've seen that.
But part of traveling for shows was a great experience in itself because I got to explore other countries.
And also you're meeting a lot of athletes, right? You're meeting so many guys.
Funny enough, Emil is from the UK.
Yeah.
You would have thought I would have met him here.
Mm-hmm.
I actually met him in Italy.
See?
Because we were both on that same journey.
Mm-hmm.
And we met there. It was like, oh, you're from the UK, I'm from the UK. And then all of a sudden we just got on. And I think I met Yemi as well in like Romania. Like he was on a journey.
And he's from UK too?
He's from the UK. Yemi's from the UK.
Romania was the Wings of Strength.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, they do amazing. Really massive.
So where did you meet George Farah?
First time I met George Farah was in Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, I went all the way to Egypt to compete as well.
Again?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I think Egypt, personally, they know how to host a pro show because I was a pro at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they
When was this last year?
No, Egypt was
just like, freshly after you got your pro card.
It was just pretty much. It was maybe 2020 or 2021.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So 2-3 years ago. But they really knew how to host us.
Really?
They picked up the federation themselves picked us up from the airport. They took us to their hotel, like a resort hotel, and they provided us with all the meals for those like 3-4 days, prep meals. So we'll go to the chef and say, okay, this is meal 1 to 5. I want steak. Even if you tell them I want steak every single meal, they'll prepare that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an amazing hotel, and there's a swimming pool and everything. After the show, actually, Samson was there as well. I
Mhm.
mean, now he's Mr. Olympia,
Yeah.
but he was on that journey as well.
So that time he wasn't Mr. Olympia.
No,
right?
he wasn't.
No.
At that time, he didn't even qualify for the Olympia.
Oh wow.
He was just a pro like
So
us.
he
but
qualified after you,
He qualified. No, he qualified
before you.
before me
Okay.
for the Olympia.
Okay.
But at that time, we were both pros,
Mm.
and Samson was struggling to win a pro show.
Mm-hmm.
And we so after the show, the Egyptian Federation, I think the KO squad,
Yes.
so they took all the athletes, all the pros, to see the pyramids, and took us to a museum as well, and it was amazing. So I think if promoters were to do a bit more of that,
Mhm.
where because being a pro now doesn't really have that value anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it ever did, to be honest.
Okay.
Unless you're like Mr. Olympia, that's different. But
Okay.
in certain countries, like Iran, for example,
It's
like,
big,
you
right?
see how hard he's been treated.
Yeah.
The president came to like pick him up from the airport.
Really?
Yeah, how did he had like, I don't know, 20,000 waiting for him outside the airport.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean,
Bodybuilding is really big in Iran, by the way. Yeah.
yeah, in Iran they're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy about bodybuilding. They love bodybuilding. They love, and they support their athletes as well.
Mm.
So if you're a pro, or if you go to Olympia, they will go crazy for you.
Do you think it's hard being in United Kingdom to get onto the pro level? According to your experience.
Is it hard to win a pro card?
Yes.
I think in America it's easier shows every single week,
Okay.
but there's a lot more shows to win a pro card
Mm-hmm.
because there's different states.
Mm.
In the UK, I think there's a pro show, there's a pro qualifier which you can win a pro card every 2 months or something,
Okay.
or
Okay.
3 months. But you can always travel abroad, like to other
So in
places
UK,
Europe.
basically, you get less
There's-
chances. Yeah.
There is
just
less
because it's-
chances.
Yeah.
I think two bros only do maybe three a year,
Mhm.
4
Mhm.
a chance to win a pro card. They do a lot of regionals
Mm.
to qualify to get it to win a pro card, but the actual like the final,
Mhm.
I think there's like 3 or 4.
So this trophy of yours is
So this is Prague.
okay.
So this is trophy is my first pro win.
Okay.
which
So
co-
this is when you got your actual pro card.
No,
No.
this is when I actually won my qualification to the Olympia.
Okay. Oh.
So I won this as a pro.
So this is what you'll be representing. So this is the reason why you're going in Las Vegas this year.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That is the reason.
And this one.
Well, this one was straight. This is was Spain.
Okay.
This was straight after when I won this. So this was like a week after.
Guys, if you would like to see that, that is Omar's one in Spain. Wow, it's heavy and it looks amazing. That's the first time I've held it. Wow.
So that's the Grand Prix.
And the
same
second one.
So this came together. So this is just a medal
Oh, that was
for
the
this trophy. Yeah. So
That's
because
amazing.
everyone gets a medal, like the top 5 or top 6 gets a medal
Mm-hmm.
from 1 to 5, but then the winner gets like the trophies and goodie bags.
All together, all these years, how many medals you got?
Oh, I got plenty. I mean, I couldn't bring them all here.
But can you count them? Do you remember the numbers or?
Maybe 25, because I've done a lot of shows.
Mm,
And every show that I do, I've won most of them.
that's good.
As an amateur, I won most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way it works with an amateur, you gotta win your class. You gotta go to overall, where you compete with all the winners, and then from all the winners, only one gets the pro card. So I've been to a lot of overalls.
But do you think now your journey has become more harder? So I know you worked really hard to get your pro card, really hard to get onto the qualifying level where you're going to be going onto Mr. Olympia stage for the first time this year. But now, do you think the journey changes now and more harder now?
Not much changes because you actually gotta work hard to go to get to those levels.
Mm.
So to go to Las Vegas and to be the Olympian is you're competing against the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta keep working on my weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't necessarily mean that I gotta get bigger.
Okay.
I gotta just improve on certain areas in my physique.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that, that's all the control you have is work hard, don't cheat on your meals or try to get a burger or, stay strong.
So right now you
and
must
just
be
focus.
really strict on your diet.
Yeah. So I've started my off season.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just trying to improve on my weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
So on certain areas that I need to stand a chance when I'm standing against those big guys.
And how long is your off season for now?
Probably running for like 4 months.
Okay. And how long do you actually have till you stand on stage?
It's in October.
October, okay.
So we have plenty of time, 5-6 months.
Is
Around
that
6
enough for
months.
you?
Yeah, it's more than enough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you
Because
looking
it's-
to gain more size now, or?
I'm looking to improve on certain areas, yes.
Yeah.
So gaining more size in the right areas, because when you're competing, it's all about balance.
Mm.
So if you got a good chest already, and if you make it even bigger,
Mm-hmm.
then your shoulder looks small. Then
Yeah.
there's no balance between your shoulder ratio,
Mm.
chest, or your arms. It's all about balance. We all have weaknesses, and we all want that perfection. So it's all about working towards the perfection and just knowing, being smart.
Mm.
Right, this is the area I need to improve a little bit more in this area. And if there's an area that you already is good enough,
Mm-hmm.
then you're just gonna just keep working on it. Just maintain and slightly improve it, but focus more on the area that you actually need.
And
No.
how many times in a week do you train, and how many times in a day?
I train for like an hour.
Yeah.
Roughly around 5, sometimes 6 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how I feel. I take a day at a time, to be honest. I
Mhm.
don't plan my days.
Okay.
I'll go in 3 days, and then on the 4th day, I'll see how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If my body is a bit shattered, I'm like, I feel a bit achy. I'll take a day off, and then I'll go another run for like 3-4 days. So roughly every 3 to 4 days, I'll take a day off.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take
Because
a
I've
day
seen
off.
you train really hard. Like your training sessions are.
Intense, yes. I mean, to build muscle, you got to train hard, and
Mm.
intensity has to increase. And if you are training intense and you're training really hard,
Mm.
I believe after 4 days, your body should be gone,
I agree
should
on
be
that.
knackered,
Yeah.
which means you need at least 1 day rest.
And you've got any training partners that you train with?
Yeah, I train with Abdul.
Mm-hmm.
He's been my training partner for a very long time.
That's good.
And I train also with Sunny.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Sunny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Sunny been with us for a few years now. So there's the 3 of us.
Because I know Abdul even travels with you sometimes for your shows and all.
He does.
Yeah.
And he competes as well.
Yes.
So he competes as well. He hasn't competed.
He's got a good physique.
yeah. And he hasn't competed for a few years now.
I think his back
He's-
injury, right?
yeah,
Because of his
yeah,
back injury.
yeah.
Yeah. It popped. I think so.
He's got a back injury, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing bend over rows one day, and he just went.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can happen to anyone, and it
Mm.
wasn't even heavy. It was a
Yeah.
wa-
No, it was really.
It was a
light,
warm
yes.
up.
Yeah.
It was a warm up. I think it just happened. Maybe he
Mm.
wasn't focusing when he was doing. Maybe he underestimated the warm up. Sometimes you go in there, you take 2.5 kg, thinking, I don't really need to be in the zone.
Yeah.
I can just do it while I'm talking, and then boom, injury happens. I think most injuries happened. Them accidental ones is when you're
True.
not actually in the zone.
Yeah.
So
True.
you have weight on top of you, and you're thinking, this is light. And you start doing it while you're talking, or your head is somewhere else,
Mhm, mhm,
and then
mhm.
something just goes because,
And also when you're not warmed up enough, you need to warm your body before you pick up any
That-
weights.
that
you know,
can
that's
happen
very
as well.
important, especially now in winter season. Injuries come a lot, and
definitely.
we always have to do that.
But yeah, those are me and Jeffrey and Emil sometimes do try to get a workout in.
Mhm.
So
Do you train with these guys? Do you ever see them?
Yeah, we see.
Other than the
we're
competitions?
Yeah. So we've had few workouts. So sometimes I'll travel to East London
Mm-hmm.
because that's where they live. They live in East.
Mm.
I'll travel there. We go to David Lloyd's or their local gym. We'll get a session in. And sometimes they come to West
Mm-hmm.
and we'll get a session in this area. Like today, when Jeffrey turns up, when we're done here,
Mm.
we gonna go train together.
You going Olympia? Yeah?
Yeah, Olympia, or we might go to Chosen.
Oh, chosen for greatness. Yes.
Chosen for
That's another
greatness.
good gym now. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Harris's
another
gym.
Yeah, that's another good gym. I believe Harris was here as well. right?
Harris was here on the
By the
first
time,
episode.
by the time the
that
gym was
time,
on-
no, the
yeah.
gym was not there. No. No.
So that's where we're planning to go because Jeffrey hasn't been here, so I'm gonna try to show him the gym.
He's got some amazing machines in there. chosen for greatness. He's
Amazing.
really good. I think he's done a really good job.
Amazing.
Mm.
The
There's
machines
another
are-
gym that is coming up now, Ultra Flex, by Helen, right?
Yeah,
Panthers.
I'm not sure if Helen is still.
I
Is
don't
she-
know, but I mean, I
Yeah.
saw the ad, so
Yeah,
that's
she
how I
sold
know.
it.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ultra Flex.
Okay.
Ultra Flex.
I
Supposed
think
to-
that'll be a banging gym too.
that'll be a game changer.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
100%. Ultra
I
Flex
think
is one of the best ones. That I know.
Everyone's looking forward to it.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be. I'm
This year,
hearing-
sometime this year in summer. Or
They
something.
said, yeah, June, July, or something.
Something like
They
that,
made an
yeah.
announcement a few days ago saying
Yeah.
that they're gonna start the construction in February. By June, July, will be done. So
Are you looking to join that place for
I
a change?
I am looking to see how it looks like and
Yeah.
if it can, if it has everything that I need
Ah, yes.
and more, then I probably might train there for my journey to Olympia
Oh,
because
yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
will need the best facilities
Of
and the
course.
best environment
Mhm.
for my first Olympia. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I get to Olympia, my goal is not just to turn as a number. So I want to go there and make an impact.
Yeah.
I want to go there where the judges are looking at me. It's like, okay, just making them just think,
That's the spirit. Yeah.
So, but for that to happen, I got to work hard. I
You
got to
have
work
to
really
work
hard.
You have to. That's
I-
why, the other day when I think this was 2 or 3 months ago, I think before December, and I said to you, now your actual journey starts, you see. This is where you need to, I know it won't be maybe that hard because you've always done what you're doing and you're master in that now. You know how to prep, you know how to do everything, but now your mind focus has to be something which is insane and maybe crazy for other people.
Yeah, I think that I need to take myself to a different level,
Yes.
especially when I'm come to training and so on. I mean, I haven't.
Because you deserve it, right? You deserve it. You've worked so hard and
I
you've
worked-
achieved this.
I worked really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, if people saw the sacrifices and the journey I had to even win, this show,
Mm.
it was hard.
Does it cost a lot of money?
We don't even calculate how much money it costs because if we did,
Yeah.
I think we wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be going crazy.
And
It-
what do you do, like, other
we-
than bodybuilding? What do you actually do in professional life?
I'm qualified as a software engineer.
Yes, IT,
So,
right? You were in
Yeah,
IT, I think. Yes.
So I got a degree.
Yeah.
In computer science. Did that for like around 8 years as a computer engineer,
Mm-hmm.
and then stopped, and then I moved to various other areas which
Mhm.
has nothing to do with IT.
Okay. Okay.
But now currently, so I'm doing personal training,
Amazing. How's that going?
and
I see you have a lot of clients.
yeah, I got a lot
Yes,
of clients.
yes.
That's going well.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was looking for freedom.
Yeah.
I was looking to get freedom, in my life.
Mm.
So working for someone was it's not something I wanted to do. To be
Mm,
honest,
mm.
I wanted freedom, and plus I think I was on a journey of bodybuilding as well.
True.
So
Do you don't think it's more peaceful when you work for yourself?
definitely,
100%, right?
yeah. So now I work for myself as a personal trainer, but that's not the end because I'm actually looking to start a business, and hopefully that business will give me enough.
In
Financial.
fitness itself or something else?
Something else.
Okay,
Something
okay,
completely
okay,
different.
okay.
And hopefully that will give me more freedom in
Mhm,
my life,
mhm.
where I can travel and I can do whatever I want. But bodybuilding for me is it's a bit of a hobby. It's a bit, for me, it's like,
It's your passion.
it's
for
my
life,
passion. Yeah.
For life.
It's my passion because it keeps me grounded, it keeps me disciplined,
Mm.
and I enjoy it. And remember, motivation to start the gym, forget about competing, was to put and be away on.
Yes.
And you asked me 15 years ago when I started gym, saying if I saw myself looking how I look now,
Mm.
I'll be happy, I'll be over the moon. I'm like, yes, I'll stop
Mm.
when I get there.
Mm.
Now I look the way I look, and I'm
You
like,
won't stop.
no,
Yeah.
I need more. There's little things here and there that I need. Do you know what I mean? So it's human nature. The goalpost always moves forward.
Of
So
course.
you,
Yeah.
so you set a goal. My goal was to get into the gym, got into the gym. Then I was like, okay, let me do my first show as an amateur. I did that. Then, okay, let me get my pro card. Let's see if I can achieve that. Got the pro card. Then I was like, oh, what do I do with this? Right, let me win a pro show. I want to go to Las Vegas now. I want to go to the Olympia.
That's a good goal.
And
you know?
then
Yeah.
I got that now.
Yeah.
So now the goalpost changes again.
Of course.
Okay,
yes.
what is the goal now? Because as long as you got a goal, you stay motivated.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have a goal, then I'll just go to the gym just to play around, talk to my friends, and I wouldn't really be serious even with my food.
If
my
you
diet
don't
and
have
so
a
on.
goal, you're motivated, as you say.
yeah,
You won't have the same body
no.
too. Yeah,
I
you'll change.
wouldn't
Your
achieve
mindset
the way
will
I've
change.
achieved.
Yeah.
I wouldn't achieve what I've achieved if I didn't have a goal and I didn't work hard for it.
Mm.
So now it's like, okay, I've achieved going to Olympia. It's been a dream.
Mm.
The dream was to get a pro card. That
Mm.
was once upon a time a dream.
Mm.
Got that, and I was like, okay, what's the next dream? What's the next goal? Was qualify for Olympia. I did that.
Mm.
Now, okay, what's the next goal? Go to Olympia and make a name for myself.
Of course. And you will.
Finishing top 10, top something, because in Olympia, the way it works, only top 15 get ranked.
Mm.
Anything below top 15, it's like everyone else is 16.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And there's going to be around 60, 70 guys on stage.
Wow.
And remember, these are not normal guys. These are all winners. Every single guy in there have won a pro show. And winning a pro show, for me, it's probably harder than winning a pro card. That's the honest truth.
Really?
Yeah. Because you get a lot of pro athletes who's never won a pro show.
No ways.
And they might go for the next 10 years without even winning a pro show.
No ways.
Yeah. But getting a pro card, you see people who don't even deserve to get a pro card, who don't even look that nice.
But they get it.
They're winning pro cards.
Okay.
So much easier. Yeah. And how many pro cards have they given out? They given out like thousands of pro cards.
Yeah.
Every year, so many people are winning pro cards. But when you reach a level to the professional level, it's like, it's really, really hard to win a pro show.
I understand that.
It's almost like football. When you reach the Premier League, there's only one or two people actually winning the league.
Of course, yeah.
And everyone else is just there. But promotion, there's a lot of clubs that actually get promoted every single year.
Yeah.
To the Premier League. But once you get to the Premier League, it's a totally different ballgame.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing. Because as a pro, it's a pro league, it's a totally different ballgame. Everyone looks good. Everyone works hard. And everyone, there's only little difference between each person. And genetic goes a long way. I mean,
you think so?
100%.
Yeah.
Genetic. You see Jefferey. Jeffery, I mean, his genetic is blessed.
And we're gonna have him soon on the show. Once he comes over here.
Genetic goes a big way. I mean, you might be the most hardworking person, and if you don't have genetics, you won't reach where a person that actually has genetic and actually works hard as well.
Okay.
They will go a lot more further. So it's bodybuilding. Everyone's made different. And some people's body respond better than others. Some people's structure is better than others. Some people are born with a small waist.
Some people are, yes.
Yeah, and that's all genetic.
Yeah.
And some people have big waist.
Yeah.
And the people that have big waist tend to struggle a lot more.
Yeah.
To actually build a physique that is more appealing to the eye. They have to manipulate the body or pose slightly different.
See, everyone's body is different that way.
Exactly.
If you see my body, for me, conditioning was never a problem. You would always say that to me. But for me, putting that size on used to be a problem. You see?
I have the same problem.
Yeah.
I mean, with me, it's like putting size on is harder than conditioning. Condition, I can get ready in 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Your conditioning is crazy. So we're going to flip on to Jeffrey now. Jeffrey, welcome on the show.
How's it going? Thank you.
I've seen your interview with the American guy.
Yes, Men's Physique Central. Yes.
Yeah, Men's Physique Central. That was amazing too. That was, I think, for hour 15 minutes. I saw all of it.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know a little bit about your journey too. I mean, how did you guys meet, and how did you guys? So you guys compete together, right?
Yeah, we compete together. We've got a little group. To be honest, I think me and Omar, he's kind of always supported me in the background, like messaging me on Instagram as I was coming up, like always like, you know what, once your physique comes in, you're going to be one of the best in the world, one of the best in the UK, stuff like that, always pushing me on. And he was like, do you think so? And he's like, look, let's work on your condition, just keep working, don't stop. And then in 2021, when I got my pro card, so me and Emil, we done a show together, which was in Italy. As we was at that show, he was like, you know what, there's a guy, look, I want to bring him on because he works hard, like he's always on it, he's very organized, and trust me, man, if he comes on, like it'll be really good. I'm like, all right, cool. Who is it? He's like, it's Omar. And at that time, I was thinking, you know what, Emil, like, we're all right as a 2-man team. He's like, no, watch when we bring this guy on. Like, bro, he's amazing. He's always in condition and stuff like that. Like, he will be able to push us. So we was like, all right, cool, no worries. So I think we went and we done, after that, was it Prague together, maybe? I think together.
Prague, Romania.
Yeah, Prague, Romania, Spain, we did, didn't it? Yes, I think it was Prague that we done together. And it was just amazing from there. We just kind of drew together, you know, we're quite similar in nature and the stuff that we do, although almost more organized compared to all of us and very disciplined and strict. So
you think he's more organized than all of you?
now he's extremely compared to me and Emil. Me and Emil would just like we wouldn't ever make it on time for the flights. There's nothing that we would ever do.
I could
right?
see that for the show today.
Exactly. Yeah. This is our life. You know what I mean? Like Omar's at the airport already. I'm missing a flight. I'll get the next one. Don't worry. But yeah, this is what Omar's like. So he keeps us in check. Very strong-minded.
That's good. You need one person like that.
Yes, very straight to the point as well. So, you know, me and Emil, we always kind of doubt ourselves. It's like we know what we're doing, but we doubt ourselves where he's just straight to the point. Like, listen, just focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Stop looking at other people. Stop cutting corners. Stay focused, and that's it. It's brilliant to have in a group. You always need that one person that just puts you straight. So that's Omar.
And when did you get your first, like, your pro show? When was your first pro show?
My first pro show was in 2021. So as soon as I won my pro card, which was in Italy, the tsunami, well, there was an amateur competition, Amateur Olympia, Italy. So I won that. I won the whole show. Then straight after that, we had the pro show, which was Tsunami Pro. That was in 2021 as well. So I come second in that show there. And then I kind of just set me off from there.
So this will be your first show in Las Vegas?
No, I've actually been to...
you've done before?
I've been to Olympia in 2022. So that was my first ever time there. You know, I got 4th call-outs, which, you know, everyone says it's good. At that time, there, I think there was about 6-7 call-outs because there was about 67 people. But kind of in my eyes, I was like, you know what? In Olympia, once you... Look, they only take 16 people.
Yeah,
so after 16, it's just like, you know, everyone's just coming and just turning around. But... I think just the fact you've made it to that stage there is a massive achievement because you have to beat a lot of people to actually be there. So you've got to be somewhat, no matter where you come, whether you come 10th or you come last, you still landed on the Olympia stage and that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? Then after that, I think once you go there once, you see what it's like. You know, you're overwhelmed by the amount of people you meet, the whole vibe, the environment, seeing all the judges, all the top bodybuilders.
It's crazy, right?
I can't explain it to you, man. Just everybody being in the gym. But it's like, no matter who you meet, like, even just normal people, like, you just be in an Uber and it's like, oh, yeah, you're kind of big. Where you going? I'm going to the gym. Okay, oh, so you're from what country? England? Oh, yeah, England. So what are you doing in America? I'm here for Olympia. You're here for Olympia? So you qualify for Olympia? Like, Olympia. And I'm like, yeah. So everybody knows what it is and they respect what we do as well. So,
but bodybuilding is big in America, right?
Bodybuilding is it. You know, to be honest, all sports is very big in America, but bodybuilding is very big and very respected. You've seen the size of their gyms. Yeah. It's no joke. You know what I mean?
But how do you feel now? I mean, going for the second time on Olympia stage.
I feel amazing. You know, I've had a lot of time off. I've had a lot of time to kind of work on myself, work on my mindset as well and everything. So this time around, this should be good. We're very focused. We know what we need to do, and I know what the judges are looking for. So if I don't bring what they're looking for, that would be my own fault. So I'm very happy to actually go in this prep and just absolutely just work hard and bring what I need to bring to the stage that I know I can bring as well.
Are you off season 2 now?
Or? No, actually, because I've got a show in about 16 weeks. So I am actually in and I'm suffering. You know what I mean? I've been telling Omar and Emil for the past couple of days that I am in serious pain, like from the diet, because I haven't dieted for a long time. So at the moment, it's like really hitting me. But I'm pushing through it. But I can't say it's easy. But we're athletes, so we can't even complain. That's how I'll complain to them. You know what I mean? Because they know what I'm going through. So,
and how is Emil when it comes to pushing you guys? Is he...
Emil's good. Emil has his own style of motivating us as well, or motivating the group. So he's really good. Like, you know, I have a lot of one-to-one conversations with Emil. We talk about loads of different stuff, about life stuff especially as well, because he only lives around the corner from me. So we're quite close to each other. And yeah, he always jumps in, like in the morning, you know, he'll put something in the group, keep us going. I put something in the group, keep us going. And then when me and Emil, what we're doing doesn't work out, we turn to Omar. I swear.
But it's amazing, right? Like, look, you three are friends.
Yeah.
You're backstage together. But when you go on stage and compete against each other,
Yeah.
how does it feel?
Amazing. Because, I mean, to be fair, I've competed against Omar and Emil before. Omar and Emil, they actually competed, and even Yemi, a lot of times throughout the years, because from amateur all the way to pro, and even just in 2024, I think you lot done 2-3 rounds together. You done Romania, you done Spain, and you done the UK show. So that's 3 shows that they've done together.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I've definitely competed with Emil the most.
Yeah, quite a lot of times.
Even as an amateur, we were in the same class.
Yeah.
Every week I was on stage with him.
Yeah. And it's got to be tough as well, because look, at the end of the day, they're friends, but then on the stage we're competitors.
Of course.
But what we're not scared to do is still help us out. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, for the shows, we're behind the stage and I'm helping to pump up Omar, I'm helping to pump up Emil, helping to look at Emil's posing, helping to motivate him and stuff like that. Same as, look, when all of us are on the stage, when we done the Arnold together in the UK, and it's like, Omar's talking to me, I'm talking to Emil, and we're talking to each other, and it's like, people are looking at us like, you do realise that you lot are trying to beat each other. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like,
it doesn't matter.
You know what you've brought. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what that matters. You just get out there and just battle it out. But before the battle, we're still friends. You know what I mean? So,
to be honest, in all the shows that I've been to, you don't find people like the team that we have.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
That's what I was
Because-
about to say too.
Yeah, because even people from Czech Republic or Germany or Americans, when they're backstage, it's just them and themselves.
They don't talk to each other.
They don't talk to each other. Everyone's just everyone's on their headphones.
Headphones,
And everyone's doing their own thing. And the 3 of us just get together backstage. I'm like, okay, how am I looking? You know, we check each other out.
Yeah.
You know, even me and Emil, I think the last show in Grand Prix as well.
Yeah, Spain.
Yeah, Spain. I mean, you couldn't be backstage when we went to the elevator upstairs.
Yeah.
And we were chatting, looking at each other like, okay, Emil, more chest, get on the floor, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Omar, more shoulders.
Yeah.
And then we'll just analyze each other
Yeah.
and make the best one win on stage, because
That's great to have. You know,
at the
when
end
you
of the
have friends
day,
like that.
it's out of your control when you're on stage.
Yeah.
You know, when you're backstage, the work is done.
Yeah.
There's not more you can do.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no point trying to mess anyone else's up, because you must have done your work. He's done his work. It's up to the judges now.
Yeah.
True, that's so true.
You know,
Yeah.
but when you're on stage, it's different. Once you're actually on stage, then you're only focusing on yourself.
Yeah.
True.
You know,
And Jeffrey, I believe you've reverted to Islam now, right?
Yeah, it's been about a very long time, you know. I think it's been around since 2009, 10, that sort of time.
2009.
Yeah,
Did you say?
around
Oh,
that
wow,
sort of
that's a long
time.
time.
But it's when I started actually kind of getting into it, learning it, following it, it was about 2015, I would say. That's when I really got into it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, when you're young, you just like, I wouldn't say you're around the wrong people. When you're young, you just don't take a lot of stuff serious or understand it
That's
enough.
for all of us. That's for all
Yeah,
of us.
and especially when you start going by yourself and you open books and you read it, you take time to actually understand it and stuff like that. So this is what I was doing. So yeah,
Has that changed your life though?
I would say so, yes, because you know, before there's a load of stuff that I would do and I just wouldn't think about it. But now there's like stuff I would do and I'd think, would this please Allah? Like, do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Some stuff is like, you know, there's a lot of temptation and things out here. So some stuff, like in a weird way, it's kind of like out of your control at the time. Do you know what I mean? But the majority of stuff that I do, I try to put Allah first. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say, you know, waking up for prayers, to pray on time and stuff like that. Sometimes I could be there and I could just be laying down and I could be on Instagram trying to fix my Instagram and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be praying. I'll get up and run and pray. And the majority of the time it's like, right, prayer time, boom, I'll stop whatever I'm doing. Like even if I'm driving or something, just park up and pray. Do you know what I mean?
That's really good, you know that.
Yeah,
you know, Jeffrey,
yeah.
one thing, you know, I know this is a fitness episode that we have, but one thing in life is no matter what you become or how big you become, and may Allah make you guys the most successful people in the world if you have to, inshallah.
Yeah.
And never forget your prayers, you know, that's the first thing
100%.
that I would say to you. Your first 5-time prayers,
Yeah.
no matter what you do,
Yeah.
get time for that. It only takes about 2 or 5 minutes of your time throughout the whole
100%.
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is the main success, you see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything comes from here.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve, you achieve everything from your mindset.
Yeah.
And if your mindset is strong, you can achieve anything you want to.
100%.
Now look at you guys. You guys are actually going to compete this year. You've done it before too.
Yeah.
But if I see that, you don't find every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the gym going for this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because they won't be able to.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why you guys have achieved this is because your mindset is so strong. You're so disciplined
Yeah.
to get that. You're
Yeah.
focused on that part.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
and our religion teaches us all of this.
100%.
You see, that's where it actually comes from.
Yeah.
And no matter what you are or I am, we should never think it this way that we've achieved this because of what I am.
Yeah, of what we've done.
Or how I've done.
Yeah.
It's not your intellect, it's not your smartness, it's not your hard work, it's not your talent, it's not your skills.
Yeah.
It's the mercy of Allah.
100%.
Yeah, it's the mercy of Allah that Allah gives you every single thing. It's been destined for you. You just have to
100%.
work hard for it.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to your interview and everything. And it was really interesting. I listened to everything. So you used to smoke about 60 cigarettes a day.
I smoke a lot of cigarettes. You know what it is? You see me, I just like to tell the truth. Like, sometimes it might not sound pretty, but I just want people to know, like, this is me. Like, I'm not here to lie. Do you know what I mean? And the stuff that I can't do, don't worry about it. I'm working on it. So I smoke. I've cut down. You know what? Every Ramadan, stop smoking.
That's really
and what
good.
happens is I go back to the gym, and it's so weird, but at the gym is where we smoke the most.
Yeah.
Everyone's outside, coffee, tea, and it was just smoking and just for outside the gym. But this Ramadan, my aim is to actually stop smoking, because especially for my health and stuff like that. So 100% this year, it definitely will be the end.
Because I know you said there's something about your health too. So,
I've had a lot of help of like kidneys. I've had kidney failure, liver failure, heart failure. So
Still starting, yeah.
It sounds really bad, but then I have to look and say, you know what? You know, Allah He's given me chances. You know what I mean? True. So I need to actually utilize these chances, because at some point it will come to an end. We all get these type of chances.
Yes.
Yeah,
true.
we always get these type of chances.
Has it ever stopped you from what you're doing right now?
I mean, when I got the heart failure in 2022, then in 2023, I had to stop competing for a bit, and then I rushed to come back against, even Omar was like, you're not ready. My coach was like, you're not ready. But I was like, just want to compete. And then I came, competed. I didn't do well. But that was also good, because that taught me a lesson. You shouldn't do anything before it's time. Do you know what I mean?
True. Everything comes with time, right?
100%. And I rushed to do it, and it didn't work out. So then I come away from it. I've had the whole of 2024 off, and I was, supporting my brothers. And then now, slowly, we've got back into it. I've been prepping for like a couple of weeks now. So we're just taking our time and just getting into it.
Inshallah, I hope you guys achieve it. And I'm sure you guys will.
Yeah.
When it comes to your coach, you guys have one coach.
Cuts, yeah.
Cuts.
Yeah.
And how long you guys have been with him?
2 years? No, 3. No.
Is it?
Been a long time.
Wow, yeah, it has, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Actually, it has from the start of 2022.
Yeah,
around there.
because you went to Olympia in 2022.
Yeah, and I had cuts.
Yeah, you had cuts.
I think
Before 2021.
Ramadan, we spoke to him, and then we went with him after Ramadan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He prepped you for
He prepped me for Italy. Yeah.
Italy and then Olympia.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Arnold, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had him for 3 years.
Yeah.
How is he as a coach?
Oh, he's brilliant.
Brilliant. I can't explain as someone for 3 years.
Yeah.
How is he as a coach?
Oh, he's brilliant.
Brilliant. I can't explain as someone that takes their time and actually wants to know you and wants to help you. He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Yeah, just amazing. Everything he takes time. He's not a coach to quickly change his mind. There's a lot of coaches out there. You tell them something. Yep. Okay. Let's change to that. Cuts is not like that. Cuts is very strategic. Everything is just like, we have to give it time for it to work. And he doesn't like too much drugs. You know what I mean? So if we go to him, we're like, oh, coach, man, like, for when I done Italy, like, he added Trent in the last 5 weeks. You know what I mean? And even then he was like, we don't need it. I'm like, coach, I do need it. We don't need it. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. And he was like, you know what? It's 5 weeks. Let's use it. So he's not really a drugs man. He's just like, work hard, diet hard, and sleep. He cares about the external factors, what we deem as not important. That's really important. Omar will tell you. Do you know what I mean? So,
have you ever trained in any other big gyms like Binu's gym or anything in Middle East?
No.
You ever been there?
I've never been to the Middle East. The only biggest gym that I've been to is Dragon's Lair in America, and Powerhouse in Vegas as well. So I went there and we met a lot of the athletes there. It was quite nice, but it was hard to just be involved with everyone. We kind of like, because it was the first time in Olympia as well. Like, even the big athletes, they were like to us, like, listen, calm down. Like, it's your first time. Like, enjoy it, have fun. I'm like, no, I need to win. I need to do well. I need to stay focused. Like, you know what I mean? But at least now we know you have to enjoy the process.
But
as
how
well.
was it for you when you stepped for the first time on that stage? How was it?
It was amazing.
Because that's
like,
something that he can learn from you, right?
yeah, I mean, there was loads of people. Look, do you know what it is? When you get to the, like, say, the backstage of Olympia, there's a whole load of people there. Like, what I'm saying is that there's too many people there. And not only that, when you walk through, you're walking through a whole load of fans. And it's like, there's fans on this side, fans on this side. You know, everyone's kind of clapping for you. Everyone want to shake your hand. People want to stop and take pictures. So it can be quite overwhelming. But I think Omar's done the Arnold. So it would be similar to the Arnold, but 10 times bigger. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just nice. Everyone's there. The Americans are really nice. They're really, really nice, really inviting. We get on with them like a house on fire. They love us UK people. So they just make it easy for us. Do you know what I mean? So going on that stage, just to be honest, it's like going on any stage, but you just got to be confident. And I think Omar has that already. He's done
Omar
a lot of
has
shows.
Yes.
And you can see he's changed over time. Before he had a bit of robotic look. His posing was a little bit off and stuff like that. But now, over time, and in a very short space of time as well, everything has got better and better. Posing's got better. His smile comes out more natural now. He's easy to flow on the stage. He doesn't get nervous or scared.
Confidence.
So getting on that Olympia stage, I think it would be a walk in the park for him, and it would be like a massive achievement.
For you too.
Since 2015, 16, you guys have been going, or 17, and now we're here. You know what I mean?
What about yourself? When did you start?
I started in 2019. You might as well say 2020 because 2019, that was bad, man. I went on a stage with a big belly, man. Yeah, with a pop belly.
Was that
man.
your first competition?
That was my first ever competition. My boys lied to me. They wanted to catch strokes. I'm telling you, there's people rolling on the floor, like just making noise. They all nearly got kicked out of BCA. Like it was bad, man. I swear it was bad. And my mum was there, you know, with the anointing oil, just like, but I'm there in a mad. It was crazy, but it was fun for them. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah,
That's how
100%.
be.
It was really nice. I mean, even though I look the worst out of every single athlete, but I'm also, I mean, I know how to just be myself. Doesn't matter. Like as long as you're enjoying it, you're having fun. Oh, I'm happy with that.
Where
you know
did
what
you
I mean?
finish?
Huh?
Where did you finish?
Well, I finished dead last. Like last.
Well, I don't know because with the amount of muscle that you have, even if you're not conditioned,
No, it was
something
really bad.
already,
It was
something
proper bad.
always pops.
But imagine like off season, your belly's out.
Yeah.
No, it was bad. It was proper bad.
What's your weight now?
My weight is 108.
108.
Yeah. So
Omar, yourself?
101.
101.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
so you
it's-
guys are very close. And what about Emil? Is he in between?
I would say Emil's probably 102, 3, something like that.
I love his physique though.
He doesn't
I
get
love
that.
his physique.
What
Yeah.
about us? What about me? I forget Emil.
No,
No,
but
Emil's
the
physique is-
tapered physique he's got some crazy abs, man. I gotta say
Yeah.
that. Your back,
No,
Top
100%.
notch.
But this year, I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring some different sort of abs because that's one thing that I always say to Emil when I talk to him. Say, bro, you, Ali Bilal, like you guys have one of the best ab sets in the world. Midsection, amazing, and that's something that I really need. So in the off season, I was hitting abs. So now they're just there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just work. I'm gonna bring something different, 100% this year. That's gonna beat Emil. This year, Emil can't stand up next to me. Make sure you tell him that as well. Yeah, I'm gonna destroy him. Man.
what motivates you though?
For me?
Yeah.
What motivates me? Just, you know, I don't know, just trying to be successful and doing what I need to do. That's what I feel like everything that I do in terms of like competing, even like the whole getting up in the morning and, you know, doing my prayers and then going to the gym and everything like that. I just feel like this is stuff that I should do. I set the goal and I hit the goals. That makes me happy. So I just, you know, set the plan, stick to my plan, and then that's it.
So you're quite strict with that, yeah?
I am strict with the way I do stuff. Just with the time, I'm bad. But with the way I do stuff, I'm very strict.
So do you guys have like this kind of a routine where you sleep early and wake up early? Or
I mean, I don't know about Omar. My sleep is quite bad, personally. I'll go sleep 12-1. No matter what, I'll wake up maximum 5 a.m.
that's
No
really
matter
good.
what, I will not go past 5 a.m. So, and that's it. And I'm up. Because then, to be honest, I go in line with Fudger. So if Fudger's later, then I wake up slightly a little bit later. But I always wake up at least 1 hour before Fudger.
Omar, yourself?
Yeah, I sleep quite early.
Yeah?
Yeah, I sleep maybe around 11 p.m., midnight.
That's not early.
Well, it's early for me compared to what I used to do before.
Yeah,
It
okay.
was bad.
yeah.
Before I used to sleep around 4 a.m., 5 a.m.
Oh, okay.
So now, definitely a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any message for any youths, whoever is watching this show, and if they want to be like you, what would they have to do?
Boy,
That's for both of you.
Where do we start?
Because a lot of people look, a lot of youngsters. They
I
dream
think the
about
the
procards.
first thing is
Yeah.
just get your foot into the gym
Yeah.
and just eat clean.
Mm.
Stop depending on supplements and other stuff to get you quick results. There's no such thing as quick results.
Mm-hmm.
So
Takes
set,
years.
yeah, set the foundation first. Get into the gym, train, learn from the people there, eat clean, learn about diet and what's gonna make you grow. Once you reach a certain level, try to get a coach that you can trust
Mm-hmm.
and take you to the next level. Because we all learn every day. I mean, I learn every day. Jeffrey's still learning. I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's what I'll say. Just get your foot in there, and consistency and discipline. That's what only, and that's what only takes.
What do you have to say about it?
Personally, I just think take your time because a lot of the times, too many people like say I get loads of messages all the time on Instagram. What can we do? I want to be like you. I want to compete like you and everything. And I'm saying, look, you know what to do? Slow down and take time because just try to just diet 2 weeks straight, cut your sugars out, limit your salt, keep the food clean, don't use no sauces, and see how you can, how you can function with still doing your job or being in school, like such as uni or something like that, and then still trying to do your lifestyle. See if you can do all of that and manage it. And a lot of people usually can't. So I told them, just go slow at it. Come enter the game slowly. And like Omar saying, don't rush to go and look for supplements. People all the time, what steroids do I use? Forget the steroids. Look at someone like Samson came to start using steroids at a very later stage. Now he's our Mr. Olympia. You know what I mean? So I just think take your time, learn the game enough and learn about your body and understand, set some goals and just hit them slowly, little milestone by milestone. Do you know what I mean?
Because I think it's become a trend now, right? Where every young kid just wants to jump on it straight away.
And every old person too. I think when you start looking good in the gym, what does everyone say? You should be a bodybuilder. And that's just what's become like life now. And it's like people don't understand what it actually takes to get there. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Jeffrey, I don't know if you know about this, but I got these copies to give it to you. So if you guys are watching it, this is my book, by the way. That's me.
Oh, you actually read this book?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
so
brilliant.
It got released on the 10th of December last year. I've signed the copies for you guys too.
Fantastic.
And I'll tell you inspiration where it started from. It was one of my friend who actually wrote a fitness book. But obviously the main inspiration of the whole bodybuilding comes from him because he was my coach. He's the one who actually got me on stage for the first time.
Yeah.
And if you see his interviews in there too, Omar's interviews there, then there's some couple of guys from our gym.
Yeah.
So this book is all about the mindset. Just the last question that I asked you of how, the youth should come into the gym, take it step by step. It's all about that, and it's all about the diets and workouts and everything, and how my journey's been,
Yeah.
And then I've put a small part of my journey in the end over there too. And if you see, all these guys have given their interviews in there. So please make sure, try and promote this on your Instagram channels to all of you.
Yes, definitely.
It took me at least about 18 or 19 months to write this book.
Yeah,
the book is doing quite good now.
This is actually quite powerful because when we started off, there was just loads of them. Like Dorian Yates has written something. All these different people have written something, but that's on a different level. So to have someone who's kind of like we can reach and understand, and then read something like this, it's too powerful because it's exactly what we're going through. So I would be able to actually resonate with this. So this is actually brilliant. This is actually do good.
It was a dream come true, man. I always wanted to write a book for myself, and and now luckily my second book is coming out too very soon.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, but that one is more about the people of like all the warriors and the fighters of Islam. So it's a book about them and how their fitness used to be. Because you think you, him, me, we are strong. But I'll tell you one thing. If you look at their swords, how heavy their swords used to be, you wouldn't be able to swing it the way how they would swing.
I think everything that they used to, even just what they used to carry and everything. So you got to think nowadays we have the supplements, we got water anytime we want, food anytime we want. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. You had to walk far to fetch, water and food. So every day for them is like a mini Ramadan. Do you know what I mean? And look how strong that day was. you had to be strong in the mindset. So actually, this book makes a lot of sense.
Mind,
there.
muscle,
So
and motion.
100% will
Yeah.
definitely be. Is it on
It's on
online as well?
all-
Spotify.
It's everywhere. It's on Spotify. Even the audiobook was released 2 weeks ago. It's
Yeah.
on Audibles. It's on Amazon. So it's launched on, I think, 40,000 different platforms all around the world, because some countries don't use Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere that you can think of, even Japanese platforms, Chinese platforms. It's everywhere.
Fantastic.
Almost
That's brilliant.
everywhere, yeah.
That's brilliant.
This paperback, I think, is for 22 or 24.99, and then there are paperbacks which is 19.99, and there's Kindle version also too,
Yeah.
and audio version. So everything is whatever these guys want. Just promote it into your network and see, because all I want is people to get more. You know, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge in there.
Yeah.
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 I put in a lot of hard work into this, you know, and I won't lie to you, you know, most of it comes from him. All
Yeah.
the things that I learned, how to change my body,
Yeah.
and he really helped me a lot. You know,
Yeah.
he's
yeah.
really helped me a
Yeah,
lot.
he's a great guy.
What is your Instagram again? So for the audience,
My Instagram is at Big Black Ghana Man. So to be honest, that's all my channels: YouTube, TikTok, everything is Big Black Ghana Man.
Omar, yourself?
Omar Ahmed 9.
Omar Ahmed 9. Guys, remember that. Make sure you follow these guys, and especially because you'll get to see their journey of how and they got their pro cards, and how, especially Omar for the first time, how he's going to compete on Olympia stage, and Jeffrey for the second time. And if you haven't followed our channel, make sure follow us on Instagram, The Beast Body Team, and also on YouTube, the same thing, which is the Beast Body Team channel. Stay tuned, and we'll come back for the 4th episode. That'll be more exciting too. But I'm greatly honored for both of you to come here today.
Thank you so
Been a
much for
pleasure.
having
Thank
us.
you so much for coming here today, especially
been a
Omar,
pleasure.
Jeffrey, both of you, and hopefully we'll have more in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Thank you
Nice
so
one.
much.